the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Milwaukee Bucks as they go up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And guys, for the Grizzlies, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. Here in the early part of the season, Kenny, we've already seen a few teams outperform expectations. What can they do to keep rolling?
Just keep playing to your strengths, and you never let up. You can't change what you're doing now. It's working.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
And to add on to what my good friend Kenny is saying,
Am I not your friend?
But you didn't say anything.
Yes,
Kenny
I did.
said something. All right. Anyway, can't get overconfident like you're doing right now. Even though you're winning, you keep looking for things that you can do better.
Man.
And you are my good friend, Ernie. I love you.
Thanks, Shaq. Now, let's send it over to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off a good outing against the Nuggets in Denver. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
Yeah, sometimes when you're pushing the action, you can see some great teamwork, and then all of a sudden the individuals on your team can take over. All of that here tonight.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the Bucks' first All-Star since Michael Redd back in 2004. Now, the lefty Redd said, "I've never seen anybody like him. It's almost like he's from another planet. It won't be hard for him to attract talent here. I just want a ring when they get a ring." Kevin?
And the Bucks just one title back in 1971. DA, thank you. Brent, we're already starting to hear some trade rumors out there. Is it ever too early to start making changes?
If you talk to any good GM, it's never too early to start thinking about how can I make this roster better.
Constant thought.
There are some times, though, and I think we've seen this through the years, where there might be a player that's on the roster that, whether there's a coaching change or his approach to the season, maybe it's a contract year and mentally he's not really where he needs to be, that sometimes teams examine that and think, might need to remove this now in order for us to get where we need to go. And that might be some of the reasons why, Kevin, we're hearing some names this early in the season.
Exactly. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. Conley out there with Garrett Temple, and it's Green in at the center position. The shot by Antetokounmpo, nobody around. The putback is no good. And it's Conley with the ball for the Grizzlies. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team.
Yeah, two clubs that rarely face off, East versus West. This is going to be a nice treat for the fans.
Well, kicking off this 2-game season series, I expect a lot of feeling out by both teams and the coaching staff, and then a number of subsequent adjustments in this one.
Middleton on the wing, to the paint. Here's Henson, and John Henson with the slam.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Middleton against Conley. On the wing, Green. Shoots over Henson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Now here's Ilyasova. Here's Middleton. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
And sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
Here's Temple. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah. And Anderson gets it to go.
Well, capable on the interior to score so long. Slow-mo. Anderson not going to pass up a look like that.
Now here's Ilyasova. 4-point game. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Brent, you look at Giannis Antetokounmpo's slashing game. Standing, maybe a hair under 7 foot tall. How do you even put it into words?
Well, it's hard to imagine a more perfect frame for today's game in terms of getting in transition, having a versatile offensive game, putting it down, getting to the rack. The one thing that we're anxious to see is whether or not Giannis will develop the type of range from the three-point line that makes it respectable. Other than that, he's pretty much unstoppable.
And he makes the first.
Now we can talk about it over and over again, Kevin. Antetokounmpo combines size and versatility in ways we just haven't seen, at least up until the Greek Freak's arrival.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
You think about a coach looking into the eyes of one of his players and telling him to match up with Giannis Antetokounmpo and all the things that he brings to the table. That's a long night of restlessness before you match up. Press up on him, he'll blow by you. In transition, he's at the rim in 2 dribbles. Tough to stop that kid.
Conley against Bledsoe. Now here's Conley. Not a lot of room. And the wide open shot from Green. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Antetokounmpo covers so much ground, Brent. He can almost go the entire length of the court in 2 dribbles.
Well, once he gets around towards the rim, his reach can make it seem like defenders aren't even there. Not just one defender, but multiple defenders. So it's unfair already, and you add that athleticism to what he can do. Wow, unstoppable offensive force.
Passes it to Green. Anderson kicks to Temple. No good from outside. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. It's a 5-point game. Shots good by Middleton.
Well, at 235 pounds, Middleton is hard to throw off balance, so he can take that contact and still finish through.
Here's Conley, following the basket by Chris Middleton. A floater, and Conley lays it in.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Bucks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. The pass to Ilyasova. Back to Middleton. Conley against Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. Over Jackson. Shots good by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got his first bucket in this one. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Conley with it. Coming off a stellar performance against Utah. And finished off by Conley.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And to me, this is why they're winning, guys. Unlikely players stepping up huge against a defense that's really nowhere to be found.
So it's the Bucks now. The Grizzlies making the shot. 6 to shoot. Here's Bledsoe. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. In the corner, it's Temple. Back to Conley. From outside the arc. That one, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. The shot by Bledsoe, nobody around. Bledsoe with another miss.
Now you got to fight through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. He's just had a tough quarter.
Anderson against Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you watch Kyle Anderson out there. They call him slow-mo for how he moves on the court. Just one of those jack-of-all-trades type of players on offense, and wasn't known for his defense, but has put in a lot of work to improve in that area.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good, Anderson. And with Anderson, the defense has been a focus for him the last few seasons.
And even though Anderson doesn't get up and down the floor fast, he still has quick hands and feet. Is being asked to guard some of the top forwards in the league for this team and wants players to try and shoot over him so he can use his length. Considers it a win if his assignment takes a jumper and doesn't get around it.
Kyle Anderson, the intriguing UCLA product last season, pretty much a breakout one for him. With Kawhi's injury, the numbers were up all across the board for slow-mo, in large part because those chances were there, and he was in the system for the last 3 years, so he felt confident in what he was being asked to do.
And again, Memphis no good. Bucks trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. Antetokounmpo up top. Defended by Anderson. Antetokounmpo passes to Ilyasova.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. And with Anderson, he has a strange tempo to his game, but he finds ways to impact the floor.
That's a nice way of saying it, Kevin. A lot of guys call him slow-mo, as you know. He reminds a lot of people of a former Spur and Boris Diaw, who, you know, if he didn't have a cup of coffee, he was playing at his pace for most of his career.
Can't connect from 13 feet out. Bucks trail by 5. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Green. Now Conley. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Here's Jackson. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo, no good. Conley feeling it out left to the wing. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Ogden's checked in. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Jackson. Caspi comes in for Anderson. Brooks checked in for Garrett Temple. And it's Harrison in for Mike Conley. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And I felt like they came out of that with a terrific game plan, especially on the offensive end.
The defense seemed to be swirling and guessing about where the attack was coming from, inside, outside, and in transition.
Tony Snell's checked in for Milwaukee. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Eric Bledsoe. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Harrison. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. The Bucks second.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage.
Brogdon finds Henson. Brooks against Brogdon. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Goes up from the top of the key. Offensive rebound. And John Henson with the slam.
Well, John Henson is out there to attack the glass and try and be a force. This is a big part of how he generates any of his offense.
Here's Harrison. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And Parsons kicks to Caspi. Sweet little floater. Caspi's got his first basket of the night.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Pass to Snell. There's the feed to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Dellavedova. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Dellavedova's got his first bucket in this one.
That's a pretty good move from Dellavedova. Tough defense, gets off the perimeter and into the paint to get the score.
And Parsons kicks to Caspi. And that misses badly. Air ball.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Back to Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
Memphis leading.
Amazingly, the Bucks, one of the slower teams in the league last season in terms of their pace. And when you're talking about a team with tremendous length and athleticism, you'd think that maybe speed would come along with it and that they'd get out and thrive in transition. Not the case last year.
And here is Dellavedova after the three-pointer from Chandler Parsons. Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova.
Relentless in every way and most every game. Dellavedova with the hard drive that time.
Harrison passes to Green. Kicks it to Parsons. And Parsons slams it in.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Pass to Brogdon. Softly drops in the floater.
Pretty effective floater there. Most point guards in the league have one of those in their bag of tricks. This time it's Brogdon.
There's Harrison, defended by Dellavedova. Harrison kicks to Green. From deep. Misses that one. He's made one and missed two this game so far. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Milwaukee shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. And that drops, so they now lead by one. 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. Harrison passes to Caspi. It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting from Memphis, Henri Caspi. 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Caspi. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. To the right side. Connaughton kicks to Henson. There's the pass to Connaughton. Pass to Brogdon. 5 to shoot. Over Brooks. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Pass to Connaughton for the 3. The offensive rebound. Henson finds Brogdon. Up top, Dellavedova, guarded by Green. And another shot, and it's finished off by Dellavedova as he lays it in. Dellavedova's got 6.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Harrison scanning the floor.
There's not a lot of guards in this league who like the nights that Matthew Dellavedova is going to match up across from them. Scrappy on that play.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly. Well, there are a lot of letters that go into the spelling of Giannis Antetokounmpo's last name. He helped set the record straight of how you pronounce it.
The Nigerian way, you gotta say with a D, so it's Antetokounmpo. But in the Greek way, you say with the NT, like Antetokounmpo. Whatever you got, just say, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Seems easy enough, right?
I guess so. I think a lot of people are going to stick with Giannis or the Greek Freak.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Such a great way to get yourself into an offensive groove and build up some early confidence.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So, on the floor for Memphis. Harrison out there with Brooks. Then it's JaMychal Green. Then there's Caspi. And it's Parsons in at the 4-man position. No good on the free throw.
A lottery pick back in 2012, John Henson has pretty much flown under the radar except around the rim. People understand just how effective he can be there. A quality defender and rim protector.
And he sinks the second. Henson not a floor spacer. Offensively, you'll find him around the rim.
He's a pretty good finisher in there, but he doesn't get a ton of opportunities. You're right. Defensively, you just like his mobility combined with his length. That's a help.
Now here's Parsons. His last outing with 20 points. They kick it out to Green. Good on the triple. Green's got 6.
3 minutes.
Now here's Brogdon. Dishes it to Henson. DiVincenzo. Grizzlies with the rebound. They host the Kings after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Parsons for 3. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Brogdon the pass to Connaughton. Antetokounmpo against Parsons. Antetokounmpo, no good. Memphis leading by 4. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Passes to Brogdon. Here's the lob. Antetokounmpo up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, that's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
And that was an Unleash Chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pau Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you. And some changes here for the Bucks. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Henson. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Brogdon. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jackson, he's checked in for Jermichael Green. Kyle Anderson comes in for Caspi. Garrett Temple has checked in for Brooks. And Mike Conley subbed in for Andrew Harrison. Now here's Conley. 6 on the shot clock. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Parsons on the wing. Feeds it to Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 13. And Parsons kicks to Temple. He feeds it to Jackson. Anderson outside. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
You know, Kyle Anderson plays obviously at his pace, but he's a terrific passer that sees the floor well.
Bucks trail by 7. Bledsoe dishes to Antetokounmpo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Chandler Parsons. Last season, Brent, the addition of 2-way contracts. Does that make developing players in the G League even more valuable than it was before?
I believe last year, Kevin, that almost 50% of the players in the league, and it might have been a smidge more, had some kind of G League experience.
That's terrific.
And that's phenomenal.
Yes.
We're almost close to the 30 for 30 affiliation in the G League. You saw a success story last year in Quinn Cook coming up and getting a contract with the Warriors. This is awesome for the league. They've also upped the minimum contract for G League players to $35,000. All of these signs and the way that teams are using the G League, extremely positive, Kevin.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. And he's good on the second. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Outside Conley. There's the lob to Jackson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. Down low, here's Conley, and finished off by Conley.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Bledsoe against Conley. No good from Bledsoe.
Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really a factor.
Parsons finds Conley. Back to Temple. Shoots it. That shot, no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton.
And Chris Middleton, 2 seasons ago, tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
Well, Chris Middleton is such a versatile scorer, and because he has the ability to put the ball down on the floor, sometimes defenders are not as willing to close out to him, but last year was in the 74th percentile in spot-up jump shots. He can be devastating from there.
First one falls for him.
Middleton improving his game, improving his confidence, coming back after injury, and working to become better.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Snell's checked in. Middleton hits them both.
Well, they depend on him to score, and that doesn't mean just from the field. Sometimes it comes from the charity stripe.
There's the pass to Jackson. Back to Conley. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Conley's got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies. And Middleton can hurt you from anywhere. But his mid-range game, Brent, his mid-range game stands out.
Yeah, people don't really realize how effective Chris has been from the mid-range. He's up there with Kevin Durant statistically in some of the numbers, and the fact that he's got that long frame, any switchable defender that's smaller than him gives him the immediate advantage.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Anderson. He's averaging 11 points a game, almost 2.5 steals and 4 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
Now here is Conley. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And Parsons kicks to Temple. 6 on the shot clock. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Off target from 3-point range. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The feed to Bledsoe. Good work defensively by Conley.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
Here's Henderson. Offensive rebound, and the dunk by Jackson.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah, those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
And that is a statement. We're going to keep coming at you hard, even if we've got the lead.
Now here's Parsons. 8 points for him. He kicks to Conley. Back to Parsons. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Pass to Antetokounmpo, and the shot goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 16 points.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Middleton looking it over. Conley against Bledsoe. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Bledsoe going to the inside has no problem at his size getting in and drawing contact.
Eric Bledsoe, 1 point, Brent, maybe the best defender in the league at the point guard position, multiple knee surgeries later. Where do you think he stands now?
I think there's been some regression from what he could do athletically, Kevin. So now you have to start to rely on your skill. His offensive game has grown a little bit, and he's around a superstar. That should make it easier to set up some opportunities where he could be more consistent offensively, especially shooting the basketball.
Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate. Lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Dellavedova's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. We have so many great point guards in the league right now, Brent. Which of them do you think does the best job of running the pick and roll?
I think Chris Paul still heads up the top of my list for pick and roll operators. He's so devastating and has been for his entire career in the mid-range, just settling in at the free throw line and popping shots that seem effortless, and he's able to knock it down. Steph Curry is still at the point guard position, does so many unique things, Kevin, playing without the basketball and setting screens away from the ball to open up teammates, which eventually gives him opportunities to shoot threes. So divergently different, those two, but two of my favorites to watch.
Here's Middleton after the made shot from Chandler Parsons. The Bucks have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game.
2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And the first one at the line is good.
Ilyasova, with the height of a big man, he's very much at ease and has a great release.
Henson checked in for Eric Bledsoe. And Memphis also making a switch. Brooks checked in. And he makes the first but misses the second. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And here's Conley outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Bucks.
And this is the #1 ranked team in the conference, and for good reason. You can see the way they utilize a variety of areas of the floor for their scoring, and it's a well-designed recipe that they rely on. For all the other defenses out there, make note of this shot chart.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Well, the Bucks with the superstar talent in Giannis Antetokounmpo, the critical decision this summer for selecting a new coach came down to a very qualified one in Mike Budenholzer. And with all the options out there, 9 coaching changes, I think that Bud saw the opportunity in Milwaukee as being a great one to push this team a little bit forward. The talent on the roster, tantalizing enough for him to head to Milwaukee after his stint in Atlanta.
Henson with it, guarded now by Jackson. Middleton for 3, drops in the tray. Middleton's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bucks. Memphis has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. And Mike Budenholzer, the 2015 Coach of the Year, 4 titles, Brent, as an assistant in San Antonio. How do you like the fit for him now in Milwaukee?
Well, I think that the players are going to really enjoy the attention to detail that Coach Bud and his entire staff who are coming with him will put into place. There's an efficiency with which they'll get the work done, and they're going to have to be thinking on their feet, learning a new offense and some things fundamentally on defense that he'll get them excited about.
Here is Ilyasova, following the score by Memphis. And Henson kicks to Middleton. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
It's Brooks on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Dellavedova. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 9 points. He dishes it to Henson. To the wing on the left. Three-pointer. Snell, no good.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass, and a contested 3 is not your objective. One more, maybe.
1:03 left to play here in the half. Now here is Dellavedova, covered by Conley. Harrison passes to Conley. The rebound by the Bucks.
And no excuse for him not drilling that one there. The defense was nowhere to be found. Maybe could have taken a little more time.
Dellavedova, that's good.
Well, for a guy who really struggles inside the three-point line, Dellavedova with a nice move there.
Conley with the three. That one doesn't drop. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And it's Dellavedova missing.
And really, this is where you want to just let the clock wind down.
Yep, unless you get a great look that's impossible to pass up, use the time wisely.
Here is Conley. Back to Caspi. With one on the clock. And so it's Memphis in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're overshifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. They really did some damage in the second quarter, and as things started clicking for them, they were able to get out to a 9-point lead by halftime. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Grizzlies?
Well, I like it, Ernie, because they're just not settling for outside shots. You know, that part of the game is pretty when it's going in. We've seen plenty of teams try that and fail. Got to have a balanced approach. And tonight, they found a ton of success inside. Basketball and championships are won inside out. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
And over to Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks.
Well, defensively, they displayed what I call poor fundamentals. Good hustle, but poor fundamentals. Guys weren't moving their feet. The rotations were lackluster. Some guys made bad choices, whether to fight over the screen, go underneath it. They don't have a game plan, I don't think, that they're sticking with.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Welcome back to the Great Lakes. We're back on the shores of Lake Michigan here in Milwaukee, in the buildings in the background at Sunset in Wisconsin. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, on the cut, off the dribble, he is a factor, and we saw that in the first half.
Coaches talk about having slashers on the team, and this is what they do. They get into the heart of the defense. They force difficult rotations. He's been tough to contain.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Bucks trail by 9. Middleton and Giannis are out on the wings. Up front you have Ilyasova and Henson. And it's Bledsoe in at the point. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Middleton outside. Clock at 6. Antetokounmpo against Anderson. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got the first bucket of the third here for the Bucks. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. And here is Conley. Kicks to Jackson. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Yeah, Giannis has the hard hat on right now, going to work. So good, so long, and just terrorizing the D.
Bledsoe against Conley. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's his first foul. Antetokounmpo against Anderson. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Friday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment. A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Jackson. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got his 5th rebound in this one. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. The rebound by Anderson, and the Grizzlies leading by 8. To the inside, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward, exceptional court awareness.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Now here's Conley, 10 points for him, and that one drops. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And this would be a terrible blow. Hopefully it's less serious than it looks.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Jackson. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And stolen by Parsons. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And Middleton kept working and working, did not quit on the play. And that forced the defense into a foul.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Chris Middleton taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Middleton hits them both. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Conley dishes to Parsons. 3-pointer. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And Chandler Parsons, a player who's just had some bad luck with injury. You think back to when he was at full health and how impactful of a player he was. Still working to get back to that level, but it's been a long journey for Parsons.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And with Parsons, it wasn't that long ago he was a top small forward with his scoring and playmaking.
You know, at one time thought to be the ideal small forward, you know, to give you a little bit of everything on the floor, could get to the rim, could stretch it with the perimeter shooting, and a solid defender. His outside shooting, I think, still there, but the burst that allowed him to get good looks is something injuries may have taken away. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Bledsoe, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
One of the first attributes you hear about Eric Bledsoe is his strength, shown there.
And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Ilyasova.
One shot, gentlemen.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. And with the way Brogdon conducts himself, some teammates call him, Greg, the president.
Yeah, he has an air about him. That he has that leadership quality and has a goal to create an NGO to alleviate poverty and hunger in developing nations. Who knows? Politics might not be out of the question for this young man.
Conley gets the bucket.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Bledsoe kicks to Connaughton. Antetokounmpo up top. Inside. Pass to Henson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Green. Here's Parsons. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Well, you go in there weak like that, and a guy like Giannis with his length is going to throw it away.
Here's Connaughton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Shot's good by Bledsoe.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Conley against Bledsoe. And Henson sends it back.
Well, Henson's an explosive leaper and really active on that play.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter. Malcolm Brogdon, a second-round pick. He won the Rookie of the Year in 2017. And maybe we shouldn't have been surprised at all. In Virginia, he was the ACC Player of the Year and the ACC Defensive Player of the Year. Solid foundation coming into the league.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Well, Brogdon, only the 4th player in NBA history, Brent, to shoot over 40% from long range in his first season in the league.
Well, he adapted pretty quickly to the step back and longer distance of the NBA three-point line. He was also smart enough to be selective with it. Had a tremendous year.
Here's Bledsoe. Michael Conley making his last shot. Lets it go from the wing, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And that's now 29 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe against Conley. They kick it out to Green. No good on the 3. The Bucks have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively.
Pretty good awareness there from Malcolm Brogdon, capable of spotting the open teammate on that side of the ball.
For Memphis, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Conley finds Parsons. Green deciding where to go with it. And the pass to Conley. To the paint, it's tipped. The kick out to Anderson. Clock is at 3. Fires from 14. Buries the jump shot. Anderson's got 10.
More and more development on the offensive end, and now in a new system. Anderson capable in the mid-range, and like to see him knock those down.
Now here's Henson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Henson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Parsons for 3. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 5 assists tonight.
Now he's torching the D right now, hitting a high percentage of all the shots he's let fly.
And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Tony Snell's checked in for the Bucks. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Eric Bledsoe. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Caspi, he's checked in for Anderson. Brooks comes in for Garrett Temple. And Andrew Harrison subbed in for Mike Conley. Here's Dellavedova. No good on the shot. And it's Memphis the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Parsons. And Parsons slams it in.
My goodness, he takes his man to school. Forget going around him, just go straight through him.
Boy, the defense couldn't have been any tighter, Clark. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He has 31. Hinson in the post, guarded by Green. Another shot. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Antetokounmpo. And it's Harrison with the ball for Memphis. The dish to Caspi. He kicks it to Parsons. Back to Caspi. Rebound collected by Snell.
Now the defense was solid there, smothering him close inside, and that's how you want to guard him.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Henson. Over Green. Henson's shot is off. Parsons passes to Harrison. That's in, coming off the assist from Parsons. Harrison's got his second basket of the night.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Brogdon. The teardrop falls in.
Hard to guess what Brogdon is going to do, but I love the control he plays with, especially in the screen and roll game.
Harrison passes to Green. And it's Brooks at the elbow. Takes it out to Parsons. Misses the three. The Bucks trail. To the paint. Here's Dellavedova. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Dellavedova's got 10.
We talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Matthew Dellavedova won a title with the Cleveland Cavs back in 16. The Australian, one of the league's high-effort players, certainly a motor that does not stop.
They always talk about just how scrappy he is, willing to get out there and compete and do the dirty work. That's where Delly ends up paying off the most. Guys like him help establish a really good culture of hard work and competitiveness.
And so here's Memphis, following the bucket by the Bucks. 6 to shoot. Goes up on the wing, and nothing but hair on that one. So it's the Bucks now. Antetokounmpo, no good. And Parsons kicks to Harrison. Back to Parsons. Green dishes to Parsons. Over onto Antetokounmpo. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Here's Harrison. In the corner, Parsons with it. Here's the floater. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And he's able to get it back. Brooks outside. Here's Harrison. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for Conley.
And really what jumps out to me about this shot chart is just how aggressive he's been when on the floor. I mean, he's doing everything he can to get as close to the hoop as possible before putting up that shot, and it's worked out in a big way for him and his team.
Dellavedova kicks to Snell. The putback.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Harrison. 1:22 left to play in the third. Parsons outside. Green finds Parsons. They need this, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Parsons got 17.
Nice job operating in the mid-range, using his size advantage to rise up and fire over the defender.
And he gets it back to the left side wing. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Yeah, this is where it comes down to really good clock management, and you want to maximize each of your possessions.
Milwaukee in the lead. Free throw line jump shot. It's rebounded by Memphis. Harrison's got his 6th rebound on the night. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Parsons gets it to go.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
17 seconds left to play in the third. Dellavedova with the ball. He's got 10. 5 on the clock. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Parsons. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He keyed their comeback effort. He's the reason they are tied to close out the quarter. And we'll be right back after this. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Let's get a stop. Let's play out of motion. Let's run them. Let's play at our pace. Let's go. Defense on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Looking to play at their tempo. Mike Budenholzer really wants them to assert themselves, trying to dominate this next stretch.
Yeah, I mean, his energy is up there, hoping his team's energy is just as high. They may push every chance they get.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Chandler Parsons out there with Caspi. Then it's Brooks. Then it's Green. And it's Harrison in at the 1 spot. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Over Parsons. And that one goes long. And here are the Grizzlies with it. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
Giannis Antetokounmpo with the dunk.
And it's Harrison with the ball for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. Caspi passes to Parsons. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Middleton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Moment here now for an injury report.
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Grizzlies, and the news is pretty good. It does not look like a severe injury. That is such a tough blow to take at the early stage of this season. Hopefully, with it being early, he can recover and help this team down the road. Kevin?
Appreciate that, D.A. Well, it's never easy for a player to go through what he's experiencing, Greg, right now.
But it is something that happens to almost every player. He's strong enough mentally to get through it. This we know.
Sometimes off the court, you work harder than you do preparing for a regular game. He'll get himself ready to go. Look forward to when he gets back on the court. Bucket earned, out-muscling and out-hustling everybody for the rebound.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Down low, Ilyasova. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Harrison passes to Brooks. Feeds to Casper. Shot clock at 6. Fires from the line. From deep. And the call will be against Chandler Parsons. That's foul number 2 for him.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Milwaukee. The Grizzlies also making a change. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Parsons. DiVincenzo Brooks covering, and they double up on Antetokounmpo. In the corner, Middleton with it. And again, the Bucks miss. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Brooks outside. Here is Caspi, defended by Middleton. Tipped away. Pass to Brooks. Puts it up. No good off the front iron. Bucks leading by 4. DiVincenzo. Brooks covering. Brooks grabs the board.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
And Caspi kicks to Harrison. Anderson finds Green. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Jermichael Green. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Milwaukee making a switch here. Henson's checked in. Memphis also making some changes. Temple comes in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Conley in for Andrew Harrison. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Bucks leading by 4. Now Middleton. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Here's Middleton. Henson the pass to Ilyasova. Middleton dishes to Henson. And there's the call on Garrett Temple. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Bledsoe kicks to Ilyasova. 6 on the shot clock. Poked away.
That was what we call a brain fart. Not sure what was on his mind with that one.
A head scratcher there, and you wonder now, how much control really does the coach have over this team?
It's Anderson with the drive. Out to Conley. Off the mark, and the drought continues. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. In the corner, Middleton with it. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Green against Henson. Green finds Conley. Beyond the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. For 3, Bledsoe. Rebounded by Temple.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
Now the pass to Green. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Here's Green after the basket by Milwaukee. Here is Caspi and the foul on John Henson. That's foul number 2 for him. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
Chandler Parsons.
Out to the right wing. Here's Anderson. And that time, also a missed shot. Bucks leading by 9. Now here's Middleton. Kicks it to Ilyasova. They grab their own miss. It's tipped, and he recovers it. Parsons against Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Parsons. In the corner, it's Temple. From past the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 7 rebounds in the game. The shot. And the shot no good, a bit short. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train right, but at the end of the day, it's pretty random.
And Memphis making a change here. Brooks checked in and keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. He does not like the high foul number in this game. He told them, you've got to stop biting on the shot fake. Stop gambling for steals. That's giving them easy points at the line. We'll see how they respond.
All right, thank you, David. Here is Bledsoe after Memphis gets the 3. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. And the turnover again by Milwaukee. Yvonne Rabs checked in for Dylan Brooks. And so here's Memphis. Here's Temple. Four on the shot clock. Bullseye. Now just a 4-point Bucks lead.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
And here's Bledsoe. Right through the D for the layup. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
Green inside, working on Henson. Here's Temple, defended by Middleton. That one goes in.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Well, beating one guy is one thing, but beating 5, heck of a job there. He's got the talent to finish, too.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Antetokounmpo's got 41.
He's hit the proverbial switch, effortlessly finding different ways to score.
Anderson outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
Free throw, good, Anderson. Caspi, he's checked in for Memphis. No good on the second free throw. Milwaukee leading by 5. Time now for an injury report. We've got a chance to check up on Chandler Parsons' status. David?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Grizzlies' head athletic trainer. He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. He won't play any further tonight, obviously, and will be out for quite a while. Kevin, back to you.
Appreciate that, DA. Well, it's never easy for a player to go through what he's experiencing, Greg, right now.
But it is something that happens to almost every player. He's strong enough mentally to get through it. This we know.
Sometimes off the court, you work harder than you do preparing for a regular game. He'll get himself ready to go. Look forward to when he gets back on the court.
And the shot goes in. 19 points for Conley.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Well, it's nice that he holds some things in reserve because he knows his time to explode. And then the soft lane.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
And Bledsoe showing some confidence now, feels very much at ease shooting as soon as he touches the ball.
Conley against Bledsoe. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Mike Conley.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Seemed extremely focused on that hoop the whole way. You could see it in his eyes. Was not going to be denied.
Here is Ilyasova. It's picked off.
Oh, that's a tough pass to make there. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through and just couldn't get it done.
Conley against Bledsoe. Over Bledsoe. Another miss by Conley. Bucks leading by 4. Middleton on the wing for 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Middleton's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Bucks. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his 4th foul of the contest. We've got 1:08 left here in the fourth quarter. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 23.
You know, when Conley's scoring like this, I think they are a better team. I mean, the passing is great, but fill it up, Mike. I'm loving this. It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
No doubt. His success converting around the rim is largely due to the one thing he does better than most, and that is fly.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 7. There's 53 seconds left in the game. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, even though he doesn't come up with the steal, that kind of deflection will disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
Conley for 3.
So strong and so tough as a defender. Great on-ball defense from Bledsoe. Ooh, the D did just enough to keep him from scoring. Thought that was in for sure.
The Bucks working the ball around. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Michael Conley picks one up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Shooting Milwaukee, Eric Bledsoe. Taking 2 shots.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Bledsoe so athletic and so explosive. He just continues to get better in a lot of areas out on the floor.
And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game here.
Tons of credit there on the focus level to stay calm in a huge moment, and he ices the game.
Stolen by Bledsoe. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Antetokounmpo. That pushes it to double digits.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
One shot, gentlemen.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it.
Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. Stolen by Brooks. To end the run. And yes, it's good.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out in transition, trying to get defensive stops, and everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.